Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I'm here to talk to you about a 20-day tour in California road trip that everyone dreams to do. We'll explain exactly how many days to stop in each city, which way you have to go, and everything you need to know for your trip. So enjoy the video, give us a like guys, subscribe to the channel, that helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, over the years, the main question we receive from everyone through the California blog and social networks, it's about the itinerary. Everyone who goes to California wants to do the route by car, passing by the beaches, and it's very difficult to set it up from scratch because there are several cities, several route options, each one says one thing, so we get a little lost. So to give some help to everybody, we are going to talk about our itinerary here. We did a 20-day trip to California about 4 years ago and thought it was sensational. We highly recommend it. There are some things that we didn't like, so we adjusted it so you don't have to go through that, and we have the itinerary exactly the way we would do it next time. We have a video of a 12-day itinerary through California that we also made for those who want to stay last time, but the ideal time for those who have the opportunity and that we think it's an ideal time is more or less 20 days. So stay cool and take a look at the itinerary. The first thing you need to know when you are thinking about the itinerary is that you have to start from the top down. San Francisco is up there, Los Angeles here, San Diego below. Why? For the driving tour, you'll be driving a lot on Highway 1, which is that super famous highway that runs around the entire coast of California where you can see the ocean. But if you go from top to bottom, you go on the side of the road, that's the coast of the sea. You have a super beautiful landscape. You stop and see the sea. Now, if you go from bottom to top, you'll be on the other side of the runway. You'll be facing the continent, so it's more difficult to park, take pictures, stop. The view sometimes is not so beautiful. So that's tip number one. It starts there in San Francisco and goes all the way down to San Diego. You start top to bottom. Another tip, rent a good car because you will travel a lot, you will walk a lot, and when you rent a car, for you to get a car of a little bit better level, it's much cheaper. The difference is very little, so if you're going to pay a little bit, you pay a little bit more and you get a better car. Think about the trunk because you have a lot of luggage to go around, so you won't have any trouble. And use the car comparator. We always use it, we always recommend it. I'll leave the link here in the description of the video. It's a site that you enter your travel date, enter the destination, and it will give you all the car rental companies. It searches them all and shows you all the results. It's a way for you to search in all the car rental companies and get the best price guaranteed. They have even a better price than if you went directly to each of these rental companies because the negotiations they have are the biggest in the world. They have a very good price, so take a look at the comparator. Well, for your information, the three main cities are the ones we mentioned. It's San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego. We base ourselves on those, and that's where you spend the most days because there are more things to see. But along the way, there are several cities, nice beaches for you to stop, take a break, and get to know other places as well. So starting with San Francisco, our tip is to start there and stay 5 days. We stayed exactly 5 days and it was very good time to do everything without rushing. San Francisco is very nice. There are many nice regions for you to visit, regions that are a little more distant. Then you go there to visit the Golden Gate. There is this Alcatraz Island. You can do these 2 tours in 1 day. It's very beautiful. There is Lombard Street. There are outlets and very good malls, so you can start by going 1 day to the outlet or to the mall to buy some things to use during your trip to California. There are many restaurants and the pier is very nice. You can spend a whole afternoon, a whole night walking around there. A very nice place that we visited that people don't usually talk about much, but what we found sensational is called Muirwood. It's a state park that has those sequoias, those giant trees. You can do some trails. We did one that lasted an hour and a half just going up. You get to the top of the mountain and have a sensational view. It's only a little hour away from San Francisco by car. You can go very fast, very easy, and by Uber you have no problem either. You spend a little bit, but it's worth it. It's a very beautiful place. You end up spending a whole day there. It's very beautiful. Leaving San Francisco, our tip is to go to Monterey, which they actually call Monterey. It's a very small town. There's practically nothing for you to do, but it's very important to stop there because after these 2.5 hours, you will have another 5 hours to get to your next destination. So it's a resting point. The hotels are super cheap. You stop and don't even take this stuff to the hotel. You just take a small backpack with your clothes to sleep, to wake up, and for those who like it, there's a very nice aquarium there, one of the biggest in the world, the Monterey Aquarium. sensational. It's worth a visit if you are even more with children. It's sensational. We spent a whole afternoon there, and there's a little center, a very small street, but it's really small. It's small, but it's a nice town. But more than one day is not worth it. So use this day to enjoy, rest, sleep well, and wake up, because after that we go to Santa Barbara, and that's the longest part of your trip. It will take about 5 hours, so you have to be well rested. It's a very quiet trip. You can stop, take pictures, stop at some restaurants, some gas stations. There are a lot of them, so it's quiet, but it's the furthest point of your trip. You have to pay attention and be well rested. And when you arrive in Santa Barbara, our recommendation is that you stay there for 2 days. We stayed 3, but we regretted it a little bit because it's a very beautiful city, very nice, but there are not so many things to do. It's a much bigger than Monterey, but it's not a big city like San Diego or Los Angeles. The beach is very nice. You can enjoy the beach very much. It's a little bit different from what we're used to because there are no kiosks, nothing. There's the main avenue, and then there's the beach. There's nothing between the two, so you can have things to bring, food, drinks, towels. It's very beautiful. There is a pier. It's very nice to go there, take pictures. There's a park that people go up, take pictures of the flowers, the gardens. It's a cliff that you can go up, and you have a super beautiful view of the city. And there's a State Street, which is the busiest street in the city. It's very nice to go there, especially at night to have dinner. We went to a very nice restaurant. There's live music. There are street artists playing, making music, doing any kind of art to please people and get tips. There are a lot of lively people there. There are some stores, so it's only a busy street in town because it's a very quiet town. Very nice, very beachy, very California style. You're gonna love it. And then from Santa Barbara to Santa Monica or Los Angeles, because Santa Monica is next to Los Angeles. They stay together there. It's an hour and 40, so you already are close to there. So you leave Santa Barbara and go to Santa Monica or Los Angeles. We recommend 5 days in those two. Then you divide it the way you want. We stayed 3 days in Santa Monica and 2 days in Los Angeles to be closer to the tourist attraction. But in the end, we thought it was more worthwhile to stay all the days in Santa Monica because we thought it was so nice. We fell in love with the area. The beach is beautiful. There are people practicing sports. There are giant skating board tracks that the most famous skaters in the world sometimes go there. The restaurants, the pier there is very nice. There's a street there with an open mall that has all the stores we look for. A very good mall to do your shopping. It's very close to the Santa Monica Beach. It's a very good area, and it's about an hour, about 50 minutes from downtown Los Angeles, which has Hollywood, which has the Walk of Fame, which has all the main points that you visit in Los Angeles. So out of these 5 days, calculate how much you want to stay in each one. If it's worth to stay only in Los Angeles, only in Santa Monica, and keep going there, or 3 days in one, 2 days in other. It depends on each person. And we also left 5 days because near Los Angeles are the main amusement parks. That's where Disney is, which is a nearby city, and there are 2 parks, but you can see everything in 1 day. So if you want to go to Disney, you will spend 1 day. And there's also Universal Studios, which for us is a sensational park that we recommend the most, which was the park that we had the most fun. It has simulators, everything from all the movies, roller coasters, very cool and very technological things. We found it sensational. We really recommend that you go. So a day or 2 goes to the parks because there are a lot of amusement parks in California. A little bit further away, Six Flags, which is all roller coasters, the biggest roller coaster park almost in the world. So if you're passionate about roller coasters, do some research because it's worth your while to visit. So it's 5 days for you to try to see all of this. You program yourself and see what's best. If you have left Los Angeles, our recommendation is to go to Long Beach. It's 45 minutes away. Not many people talk about this town, but we like it very much. We spent 2 days there, but we think 1 day is enough. We put 1 day in this itinerary. There's a very nice area with a mini port and very good restaurants. A very quiet town with a very nice outlet for shopping. You're close to everything, and there are very good hotels, very cheap. It's more for when there's an event or a company thing, but generally the city is emptier, so usually the rooms are very cheap and good rooms, so we like it to stay there. We recommend you to stay 1 day and you will be fine. 1 day is more than enough. And then leaving Laguna Beach, you drive 45 minutes, 1 hour, you'll be in Laguna Beach, which in our opinion was the city that surprised us the most. We were enchanted by the place. It's very nice. It's a very small beach town, but we like it very much. Get a small hotel close to the beach. There are several that are right by the beach. The price is very good and it's very nice because it's empty. The beach is very beautiful. There's a beach called Victoria's Beach, which is very beautiful with a castle, a lighthouse. People go there to take several pictures, and the pictures look very good. All the beaches are very very clean. There's a sidewalk where people practice sports, run, and the restaurants are very good. It's a very nice little town. We like it very much. We recommend that you spend at least one day there. And on the way to Laguna Beach that you will get from Long Beach, there's also Huntington Beach and Newport Beach. Newport Beach is that super famous beach because of the OC, that series, so it's worth a stop. We stopped there for lunch. We went to the pier, to the beach, just 1 hour. It was pretty cool to know the city, but they are small. You don't need much more than that, but it's nice for you to make some stops and know some more cities in California. And then you're in Laguna Beach. You are 1 hour and 20 minutes away from San Diego. You are already very close to the city of San Diego, which is our final destination. Our recommendation is that you stay 4 days in San Diego. We love that city. We even joke that if we lived there, it would be one of our favorite cities in the world because it's a very nice place. The quality of life there is sensational. The weather, you will already see that it will be much warmer than San Francisco. As you go down, it gets warmer. So the beaches are getting better for you to enjoy, for you to maybe try to get into the sea. The sea is a little bit colder in this part of the ocean. You can enjoy the pool more if you have one in the hotel. This more California climate, and there's a very good outlet right there on the border with Mexico in San Diego, which is one of the best. We highly recommend you to go there one day to go shopping. And there is Balboa Park, which is a gigantic park that has several museums inside. It's one of the biggest parks in the world, so you will spend a lot of time there. In La Jolla is a very charming beach area that we found very nice, and we recommend that you see it one day. So there's a lot to do in San Diego. That's why we left it 4 days, and it's the final destination. But then you can also shape your trip. If you don't want to dribble around so much, you can maybe San Diego and finish the trip there in Los Angeles, and then come back and spend more time in the cities above, or take out San Francisco. It depends on your taste. You can customize it the best way you want, but we think that this is already good base for you to enjoy the best attractions in the coolest cities in California. No doubt, it's just a start for you. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give us a like here, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social networks as well. We are always traveling the world, trying to show things in a very cool way, and our routine in a very relaxed way too. And don't forget to watch the video on how to save a lot on your trip to California. It's a very good video that we made. It's sensational with all the tips, even for you to save a lot in your whole trip. How to plan your whole trip and save a lot in California too. I'll leave you here along with the playlist that has all other California videos there for you to check out and set up your trip. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for coming, and have nice trips.